Mesothelioma overview. Malignant mesothelioma is a type of a cancer that occurs in the main layer of the tissue. And overview, the majority of that they covers the majority of your internal organs. Mesothelioma is an aggressive and deadly form of cancer. Mesothelioma treatments are available, but for many people with the mesothelioma, a cure is not possible. Doctor divide mesothelioma into different two based on what part of the mesothelioma is affected. Mesothelioma most often affects the tissues that surrounds the lungs, pleura. This type is called the pleural mesothelioma. Other rare types of the mesothelioma affect tissues in the abdomen, peritoneal mesothelioma around the heart and the around the testicles. Symptoms of the mesothelioma. Signs and symptoms of the mesothelioma vary depending on where the cancer occurs. Pleural mesothelioma, which affects the tissues that surrounds the lungs, causes signs and the symptoms that may include chest pain, painful coughing, shortness of breath, unusual lumps of tissues under the skin or your chest, and unexplained weight loss. The peritoneal mesothelioma, which occurs in tissues in the abdomen, causes signs and symptoms that may include abdominal pain, abdominal swelling, nausea, unexplained weight loss. Other forms of the mesothelioma. Signs and symptoms of the other types of the mesothelioma are nuclear, since these forms of the disease are very rare. Pericardial mesothelioma, which occurs tissues that surround the heart, can cause signs and symptoms such as breathing difficulty and chest pains. Mesothelioma of the tunica vaginalis, which affects the tissues surrounding the testicles, may be first dedicated as swelling or in the mass as testicles. When to see a doctor? See your doctor if you have signs and symptoms that vary you. Signs and symptoms of the mesothelioma are not specific to these disease, and due to the rarity of the mesothelioma are more likely to be related to other conditions. If any persistent signs and symptoms seems unusual or bothersome, as your doctor to evaluate them, then your doctor if you have to be exposed to absence. And causes. In general, cancers begins when a series of the changes happens in a cell's DNA. The DNA contains the instructions that tell a cell what to do. The mutations tell the cell to the grow and the multiply out of the control. The abnormal cells accumulate and form a tumor. It is not clear what cause the initial genetic mutations that lead to mesothelioma, though researchers have identified factors that may increase the risk. It's likely that cancer form because of the interaction between many factors such as inherited conditions, your environment, your breath condition, and your lifestyle. And the risk factors. The astrobus explores the primary risk factor for the mesothelioma. Most mesothelemias are thought to be related to astrobus exposure. Astrobus is a mineral that found naturally in the environment. Astrobus fibers are strong and recessed to the heart, making them the useless as a wide variety of application.